A new year in gaming is just beginning, and there's already so much to look forward to. Having to choose just 10 top titles we're most excited to play was anything but easy. Ubisoft's high-tech open-world Watch Dogs still looks incredibly promising, but it's become too much of a known quantity. Even a sure thing like Mario Kart 8 doesn't have enough gas to keep up with this hyper-competitive pack. And when enchanting projects like Transistor and Child of Light are handily beaten out, it's clear 2014 is full of potential. To make things easier, we're only including games that have been officially announced for this year. Games with TBA release dates, like The Division, have been disqualified, and even though we totally expect The Last Guardian to be released this year, just like we did last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, maybe isn't going to cut it. The following list is ranked, but each of our most anticipated games of 2014 could easily be someone's number one hope for the new year.
Number 10. Destiny.
Bungie is a motivated company. In the Xbox game manual for Halo Combat Evolved, they stated their desire to sell enough of those games to achieve our real goal of total world domination. Destiny is the next step in their master plan, and although they've given us some lengthy looks at the MMO shooter, we have suspicions that there's still much we have left to see. Each Halo game has been an incremental improvement in their FPS formula, but Destiny is a decade-long commitment that Bungie has promised is bigger than anything they've ever done. It's ambitious and ambiguous, and our patience for its release is growing thin.
Number 9. Infamous Second Son.
With a few years for the world to catch up with superpowered individuals, Seattle has become a police state, but for a rebellious conduit like Delson Row, the guards and towers just make for a more entertaining playground. Infamous Second Son looks to give us our first chance to explore an open world that's not held back by cross-gen limitations, and the fresh protagonist leaves the doors wide open for more abilities and new ways to play. We've seen how smoke allows us to slip through pipes and choke out enemies, and we've gotten a hint of neon, but there's still much to learn as we pack our flannel for a trip to the Northwest.
Number 8. The Order 1886.
The Victorian era is usually rife with urchins and fops under a heavy soot dusting. The Order takes this colloquial cocktail and adds a dash of steampunk bitters with the occult as a garnish. Arthurian heroes clash with dangerous half-breeds in a delight of steel, steam, and sorcery. We've seen these staples drafted before. Dishonored comes to mind, but the whispers we've caught, trailing the illusion of the London fog, are imminently enticing, with upstart developer Ready at Dawn chomping at the bit to show what it can do, unhindered, on the PS4.
Number 7. The Witness.
You awake on a deserted island with nearly 600 puzzles between you and freedom. Lush forests, abandoned houses, a cryptic lighthouse. The Witness is a game that will lead you into a world unlike anything else out there. Jonathan Blow, the genius behind Braid, takes on the next generation with one of the most hauntingly beautiful titles to come out of the indie scene. Don't mistake this game as a simple puzzle fest. Blow looks to lead players through a world where the hidden language of circles and lines may be your only ticket to freedom. Rules from smaller puzzles, such as separating all the black dots, combined with other rules to create larger and more complex problems for you to solve. Until its release, you might just want to carry around a compass and some breadcrumbs, just in case.
Number 6. The Evil Within.
It's hard to say if we would be as excited for The Evil Within if it weren't for the godfather of survival horror himself, Shinji Mikami. Mikami is the mastermind behind the original Resident Evil, the fan-favorite Resident Evil remake, and the much-lauded Resident Evil 4. He's stated numerous times that the survival horror genre has become more about action over recent years, instead of confronting and overcoming your fears. Mikami hopes to bring the genre back to its roots with The Evil Within, and we're ready to be good and terrified.
Number 5. X.
After seeing what Monolith Soft accomplished in Xenoblade Chronicles, it's hard not to get excited about the studio's follow-up for the Wii U. The original open-world RPG is known for its massive scale and giant monsters, but X looks to eclipse its predecessor in both respects based on the footage we've seen. The prospect of online cooperative play opens the door to new possibilities with team-based strategies and more intricate battle mechanics. We also can't wait to get behind the wheel of the transforming mechs and pilot them across land, air, and sea and explore every nook and cranny of X's enormous environments. After wowing us at last year's E3, here's hoping we won't have to wait much longer for X to touch down on the Wii U.
Number 4. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U.
In a list full of wonder and speculation, Super Smash Bros. Comes off as sort of a known quantity. For the most part, we know what it'll look like, what it'll play like, who will be in it, and that there's a gun shaped like a submarine. Despite this, we know for certain that there is plenty left to the new Smash Bros. That is unexpected. Unexpected new stages and unexpected new challengers, sure, but really the beauty of the series is that unexpected seems to happen in every single match. And no tripping? We're stocking up on extra controllers now.
Number 3. Titanfall.
What do you get when you take a group of veteran developers that previously redefined online shooters with games like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, add in a mega publisher with the hunger to conquer the multiplayer arena, and throw in the power of next-gen hardware? You get Titanfall from Respawn Entertainment. In a suffocated genre bloated with Call of Duty and Battlefield, Titanfall aims to change the game, blending fast, twitch-based corridor shooting with strafe-heavy mech combat. Mix in an online-only narrative and the interesting NPC soldier spawning system that always populates matches with computer-controlled enemies, and we're left salivating over what other surprises these seasoned developers have in their arsenal. We want to leap on the back of a rampaging titan, take it down, and then jump back into the firefight. The only thing that could squash our excitement is if Titanfall's servers are screwed up at launch by EA's notorious Origin system. That would be a Titan fail.
Enemy pilot closing fast. Watch it. Got him.
Number 2. Dark Souls 2.
It's no secret that many a soul has been squandered in the dark recesses of the sticky white offices at GameTrailers. While the initial joy of the announcement was quashed by ill-translated flim-flam, humanity was restored with our hands on time. The spirit is there, but the mystery remains, and while Dark Souls 2 will be invading the older consoles, the PC version shines on the side of the Seraphs of Anor Londo. It's time to bring the pain.
Number 1. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Having already produced one of our favorite modern RPGs with The Witcher 2, the team at CD Projekt Red are pushing themselves to create the game of their dreams, improving the tactical combat to be more responsive and expanding from the chapter-based stories of the previous games to a full open world. The final act in Geralt's story aims to deliver a massive experience. The series' trademark value on choice and consequence has you making hard decisions that have real effects on the world around you, as even your actions in town can have effects on the monsters around you, or vice versa. And it doesn't hurt that this world is one of the most diverse and beautiful places we've laid our eyes on.